Hi guys, welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build video, and if you're new to my channel, welcome, and I hope you enjoy the video. And for today we are again in Pendleton Bay, and as I said mentioned in the previous videos, it's one of my favorite worlds to build at, and just simply because of the lightning in this world. I choose this particular small lot since we are building a small beach house, which you're gonna see a bit later does looks a little bit like a barn, but yeah, it's just not going to be a typical red barn. So it has a lot of beach vibes in it. I did thought it looks pretty cozy though at the end how everything turned out. But it is a small one bedroom, one bathroom house, which is the basically the second floor is the entire bedroom, and then you have the bathroom, kitchen, and the living room on the main floor. Um, I did play it with the roof quite a lot. I was trying to make it as less glitchy as possible, since you that happens quite a lot in the Sims when you're playing with the different roofs or the roofs that are not meant to be as of the game as the rules of the games are. But yeah, the whole house, it did kinda ended up looking like a barn since I used the cats and dogs um wall panels for inside and outside of the house, and but as well it has kind of a bohemian vibes in it. Um, I thought that since it's a beach house, I was thinking maybe we go with some more lighter fabrics and textures and furniture as well in it. And I must say, these doors from the tea garden, or again the back name, and I believe it was one of the last kits that we got. They came perfectly for this building, and basically they were the whole inspiration for this house. The little balcony on the second floor from the bedroom is my favorite part of the build. I was just imagining maybe your Sims can just come up there and have their morning coffee and just admire the view that they have from the bedroom. I did include a couple of screenshots, I believe, on the end of the video for from that view. But yeah, I use this couple of those windows as well to the front of the house. The front of the house, I must say, it's pretty simple. There is not much happening, and the entrance, as you see, is here on the side of the house instead of the front of the house. Just because I thought it makes no sense since the lot to put it in the front, since the lot is off the road and is not connected to the main road anyhow. So yeah, I just put the main entrance on the side, and that kind of gave me the space to work for the interior and the bathroom as well from the inside. And to the back, or should I say to the front of the house, since this looks like the front of the house, I include a huge pool and a small gardens on each side, where basically on the left side we have just a couple of lounge chairs, and then to the right we have the barbecue area and the dining table and a little garden as well. Just a couple of landscaping, and that's it. Here you can see I struggle a little bit, but then I remembered with the fence. But then I remembered that the a reason why the fence was not working might have been the terrain, and I fixed that. And then half of where over the pool, I used the glass fence. Which I also thought it's pretty cool that your Sims can just admire the view from the pool as well and just look over the beach and the sea. I love these lanterns that I just put on the entire building. I think I put a couple of them inside the building. It's just something about the color that they came with, like the little light sky blue. Um, it just screams beach vibe, so I had to include them, and as well these um, new bushes that came with legacies and royalty, or royalty and legacies. Um, yeah, I did include the palm tree here in the landscaping just because I thought it's like okay, it's a beach, but then it's like the surrounding is like mainly like a, I don't know how to call it, like a winter landscape, like the trees and everything. Since there's lots of mountains in the background, but then I was like, okay, it's on the beach, so maybe they just planted this one palm tree in their backyard, and just because they're fancy. Yeah. So this is the little barbecue area. Um, yeah, not much going on in the background. There's not many activities apart from the pool and the inside stuff in this particular lot. But I was thinking maybe it is can be your vacation home for your Sims or something, so they can just come and enjoy the sun and the pool and the beach. Even though it's so bad that they never fixed this world, like you cannot, your Sims can go to the beach. They can do all the beach activities, but they cannot go into the water. Like they can't swim um, in the water that leads to this house, which is quite a shame because this house would be perfect for like your Sims to just walk out and just go to the beach. I think this is why one of the reasons why I did not include a gate for your Sims to come out of the backyard and just go directly to the beach, but instead they need to go and use the main entrance. But yeah, it would have been nice if they fixed that, and then your Sims can use the beaches as well in the rest of the worlds that came before the update that they could use. Anyways, I just include here a little sitting area, not much as well, pretty simple. As you can see, there's a couple of hangout areas in the backyard as well upstairs in the balcony a little bit later in the video. Um, but yeah, um, and this is the moment where I decided that the inside of the house, like I saw these chairs and this little egg chair or like the hanging chair, and I kind of got inspired to do the inside of the house a little bit more bohemian instead of just a kind of a, like a again beach vibe inside or like a beach style. Even though there is quite a few below items inside the house that they're going to give that beach feeling as well in the house. Um, but yeah, I thought it turned out pretty well at the end. Um, yeah, I think this is pretty much from the outside of the house. Um, I did add a chimney and a couple of the solar panel, I believe they're called. Off camera, I kind of forgot while filming to add them to the build, but then I did um, include them off camera, and that on the version of the house that's going to be on the gallery. Um, but yeah, not much going on in the front of the house, or should I say on the side of the house. It's just the mailbox, the trash bin, and just a little bit of terrain paint, and that is pretty much it. I guess I could have included like a bikes, like a one or two bikes, since that's something that I'm guessing people do by the beach, like they ride their bikes. Um, but yeah, I did not include them in the building. But you can do, if you decide to download this building, you can add them, or you can do whatever you want to with the building. So yeah, right now we are working in the inside of the house. I think for the first time ever, I kinda did like a closed or like a semi-closed kitchen with the arch. I normally do open concept kitchens that are, I don't know, maybe just my preference, but I do enjoy like an open kitchen to the living room. In real life as well, not just in the game, but for this one, I thought it's like maybe we do a kind of a closed kitchen. Um, since it's fairly small house and I didn't want it to look the whole house just like a one room, so a little bit of separation. Yeah, those are the two planters that I include inside of the house as well. And as you can see, there is like the trash bin, the lights on the wall, and then the aprons and the light switches. There are a couple of other kind of like a light blue accents throughout the entire house. I thought I just gonna tidy up the whole building together, and is not going to kind of overpower that feeling that you are in a kind of a resort or like on a beach house. So yeah, a little bit of clutter in the kitchen. I just simply cannot go without a clutter in any of my buildings, so I had to include some in the kitchen. But nothing too crazy, I believe. So yeah, I did have fun with this kitchen since I don't really build, as I said, closed kitchen. So this one, I think, it is not my favorite one I've done so far, but it's one of the favorite one. Um, as well, I have to say this. Oh God, what was the name? The microwave was not. Is not your Sims cannot use it. It's not a playable object, but since I just add an island piece and a kind of slice it down and tuck it in, I just feel like they're massive in the game and they take so much space. And also, when are we going to get like the built-in microwave into a cabinet or like the ovens and the? Oh no, I think we did got some ovens that are built in. We just don't didn't get any fridge that are built in so far, or like the microwave and stuff. I would love to see one day that the Sims teams decide to give us like a built-in fridge, since it is so annoying when you're building a kitchen and then the fridge does not fit anyway. There is always a space on the side or inside the space above it, or it clips through the cabinet and it just looks awful. And yeah, I would love to see like a built-in fridge and the microwave. Um, but yeah, I think this is pretty much it for the kitchen as well, and the bathroom as well is pretty simple. There is not much happening, and just basic stuff: shower, toilet, and the sink. And but I did use something different for my style. I use these rocks as a tiles, like the rock tiles, and the paneling as well inside. I later on changed just the ones inside the shower, since I don't know how. I mean, I guess there are some bathrooms out there in real life that have like the panels in the bathrooms as well, but I was not sure how realistic that would be and how easy it is to maintain those things in real life. So I was just imagining it would be a nightmare, so just change it to a tile a little bit later in the video. Yeah, I did add this um shelf kind of surface from the sleek bathroom as well as a toilet, and I added toilet rolls and couple of other items on it, since I didn't want it to remove walls and just add the toilet paper roll that's like on the hanging on the wall and stuff. Um, so I thought this one also gives a little bit more details, or like it makes the bathroom a little bit more interesting than it is. Here the tiles, I just used the plain white subway tiles, and I thought that looked pretty nice though. That bathroom looks quite nice. Yeah, so right now we are working on the living room, and this I was trying to figure out what bookshelves to include. These ones, I think they're just perfect. They don't take up too much space. They also have shelves for you to put some clutter on it, and yeah, I think they look pretty nice as well. The arches above it, I think they're amazing. So I just include a couple of those and a little small dining table with a couple of chairs. And yeah, I thought it still, even though there is like a big table outside, I thought it would be nice to have like a small place for your Sims to eat, especially when the weather is not so nice, so they can have a sit and they can have a place and sit down and have lunch or whatever. I think by the end of this video, I did include a just a laptop instead of the full-on office area like a desk. So I just include a laptop and I place it on this little dining table, and yeah. So I was imagining maybe your Sims is working remotely or like a freelancer, so they came here for vacation and then they took the laptop so they can do some emails, some work. I don't know what freelancers are doing, but yeah, I did include the laptop. And this little bar card, I believe, is as well from the tea something tea party kit pack or kit or whatever it's called. I thought it would be nice, especially in this white color. It kind of it's looking kind of a vintage, but as well maybe it's just being repainted, and I thought it fit in this place perfectly. Um, yeah, I did include a little fireplace and a couple of shelves, and yeah, I thought it looks pretty nice. I really like the large one that I just used, but I thought it's pretty large for this place, so I just used this little one instead. And I also thought it's looking more cute-ish and gives those cozy vibes better than the large one, especially that you can do some clutter around it as well. I just did a couple of plants, the little baskets or whatever they're called later on, and a couple of candles, and I think this corner look turns out looking pretty cute. Um, yeah, does like I always wanted to ask, does anyone struggle with finding things in the Sims? Like at this point we do have so many things going on around. Like for me personally, I don't use everything. Like I'm definitely not using 80% of the stuff that we have, if not more, or the stuff that we have in the game. At this point, I always find myself stuck like using the same items over and over again. Um some of these items that I've been seeing throughout the years in this game, they just like, why? Like, why would you include something like this in the game? It doesn't make sense, but then it's not up to me, so we get what we get. Um, so yeah, I spent quite a lot of time looking for that one particular basket, and I believe it came with base game. I'm going to find it shortly, but I did spend a lot of time looking for it, and every time when I don't need it for any building, I just that yeah, there we go. This one, it is the base game. I Every time I don't need it, it's just there, and then when I do need it, like I spent hours looking for that one item, and then I get annoyed and I give up. So yeah, which I didn't in this case. That it found it. So yeah, yeah. At first I thought that that orange little tree would look nice, but then when I include the one that's outside the lemon tree. So I thought it's like, okay, that's going to be a bit too much, so I just place it with the little pampas grass. And yep, and I believe this is the last section that we're going to be doing in the living room before we go upstairs to the bedroom. And this coffee table was the whole inspiration for this entire building. I really wanted to use it somewhere, and I thought that this was the perfect house for it. Um, Especially since it's come with this little basket tray thingy on top of it. So I did not put any other clutter in it like I normally do. I do include a couple of books and magazines or like a candle, but I did not do anything in this one since the rest of the house was, or the rest of this room, it's looking a little bit cluttered. So I didn't want to kind of include more clutter to the coffee table. Um, but yeah, I did use this. I never used this to. I don't know how you call like the wall art thingy. like the hanging stuff. I never used them, and this is the first time I used them, and I thought that it fit this building perfectly, and I as well use this from the mudroom kit, I believe. I kind of combined them, the shelf with the paintings and the shelf that has like the hat and the scarf on it, so I thought it's pretty cool since I didn't really have space to put the regular hanging rack thingy. So I thought this was pretty cute, and yeah, maybe I could have included in the other corner, but I believe I put the alarm and the thermostat, thermometer, whatever it's called, in this corner, yeah, and a mirror and a couple of shoes. So yeah, but pretty simple. I really do like this, how this house turned out. Like at the end, it's very cozy looking. Um, I guess it would be very nice to come here for vacation. Like I probably spend like a month and just not doing anything, just chill by the pool. And yeah, probably not watch TV. Maybe just remove the TV and just disconnect completely from the world. Um, but yeah, I think it would be nice. And we are now to the favorite part, to my favorite part of this building, which is the bedroom. Um, it's going to turn out amazing, if you ask me. And that views from that balcony is just to die for. Um, so yeah, I did use this bed, which I really like, but the nightstand that came with the same packet, like the goldish one, they didn't really match the aesthetic or the rest of the house. So I used these two little ones, which I know that they came with the kit, but I don't know which one. And of course, I had to use the baskets or like the whatever hats and things, the wall decoration on the wall, and I did use the what was it called? The wardrobes, and I think it's a chest rover, and that are kinda. I'm not sure if they're from the same pack with the bed, but yeah, I used these ones that are kinda similar to the bed with the little details on the doors and everything, and even the color is pretty accurate. I think it kinda matches all together. And as well, like I did use the sheer curtains from the royalties and legacies, and I thought that it just give the softness, kind of cozy, um, comfortable vibes. I don't know how many times I said vibes in this video. At this point, I think it's a bit too much. But if someone count, please let me know down below in the comments, guys. So yeah, I did include this fan. I normally don't use that item, but I know that it's usable. Like your Sims can turn it on. I'm not sure how if that does anything to the house, like the bills and stuff. But I think this is the end of the building, and yeah, let me know what you guys think about this building. Here are some screenshots. I hope you enjoy them, and if you did like this video, please do not forget to like, subscribe, and push that notification button, and I will see you in some of my next videos. Bye bye.